today we are leaving this area after exploring a lot of beautiful waterfalls and are heading 3 hours to Mount Bromo, where we are going to do a sunset hike, a sunrise hike, and see the sea of sand all on this trip without a guide. And I think our taxi just got here. So let's start another amazing journey through East Java.
Thank you, Terima kasih.
Okay. Our drive was pretty fun. We first stopped for lunch, and then our second stop was to an Indomaret where we did a snack haul. We bought our driver coffee, and he seemed really grateful. It's always really cute. And our 3-hour drive ended up turning into a 5-hour and 30-minute drive by the time we arrived to our homestay. It's kind of dark, and just to give you an idea of how much elevation we went up. Oh, is this seriously just full of air?
It's like a pillow.
My ears popped too a few times.
Same. Kind of scared.
But we made it to our room, and here's a quick room tour. It's gonna be pretty fast because we have a chair with a lot of water, a TV that we probably won't watch, a bed, and a bathroom. And there's no AC, which is kind of interesting because just a few days ago we were surfboarding, and now it's kind of cold, and we'll be snuggled in because it's kind of cold up here. But there's also entrance fee, and we have about 7 hours or so to rest before we do that Mount Bromo hike for the sunrise. So we'll see y'all soon.
Good morning. It is 3 a.m. and we are packing up to go on our hike to a sunrise viewpoint of Mount Bromo. And I'm actually feeling really good. We had some coffee, feeling pumped.
Despite only getting like 4 hours of sleep, I'm feeling wired right now. It's a nice little nap. We're getting our layers on. We got our winter jackets. Long pants go on because it's gonna get a little chilly when we go up. And you can already hear all the Jeeps drive by. You hear wah, wah, bah, 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 bah. See? Can you hear it? But cool. Let's get this adventure started. Gear up complete.
We just got to the footpath, and on that main street, already so many Jeeps. You can see them way high up on the hill for the best spot possible. But behind this hotel, there's a path where you're not on the main road that's gonna take us steep up to our own viewpoint, hopefully by ourselves. Let's go.
Fingers crossed luck is in our favor, but there's a full moon out, so it's bright. You can already see Mount Bromo in the distance. This hike is already off to a great start. Dude, I'm so giddy. Let's go.
Let's check it out. Oh, dude, that's sick. That hike took a turn that we were not expecting. The trail was closed, so we went onto the road and we started hiking up the road, and apparently the Jeeps can't make it all the way going this direction, so there's just a big parking lot full of Jeeps, and everyone's hiking up this steep hill. There's horses, there's cafes, and you're going upstairs, everyone's here, and then there's a little spot where you can take a trail up the side of the mountain a little bit farther, and we found a perfect spot to watch it. And by it, I mean the sunrise, and it's starting to come out. The colors are gorgeous.
And for background, last night we looked at the weather. It said it might thunderstorm today, might be cloudy, but it's a clear day. I see some clouds, but this might be like one of the best sunrises we've ever had. I have a feeling it's gonna be a good one. Becky, ever gonna get epic shots?
Yeah.
I think this might be one of the best sunrises we've ever seen. And I don't say that lightly. I mean, look at this view with the volcano, Mount Bromo, and then you turn over here and there's just like the clouds rolling in over the sunrise and more mountains. I almost call it a sunset.
And the landscape here is just unreal. These volcanoes just seem to pop out of nowhere. And it's just gonna be awesome because I can see where we're walking for our next hike. And I love that we didn't do it with a tour because we can sit here for as long as we want, relax, eat our snacks, and just enjoy this beautiful morning.
Which is exactly what we're gonna do.
Basically, everyone else has left the mountain and gone down, probably to hike the crater rim, but we are still up here, and it's been so nice just to relax up here, enjoy some snacks, take in the views and see all the volcanoes in the distance. It's just so magical. But now we are gonna head back down the mountain.
We just made it back and we're probably gonna relax because I have a few hours to burn and then pack up for sure, maybe grab coffee, maybe get some food, and then head to the sea of sand and then make our way to the crater.
We have started the trail to get to the Sea of Sands from town, and I thought this was like a public path, but there was one guy that was like, shh, don't go that way, but I'm pretty sure it is a public path, which is fine. It starts by going downhill because we have to go down to the base of these big old mountains, so we are on our way. All Trail says it is 3.3 miles for an out and back trail, so here we go. We're going all the way to there.
And just like that, we're down on the plains, I think. It was about 10 minutes. Well, look how beautiful and open this area is. And there's not nearly as many Land Cruisers driving around as earlier. And we just passed some people and they were saying we picked the right time to come and it should be relatively empty by the time we get up there.
And it's starting to get sandy.
Oh, right.
Sandy
I didn't
cheeks.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Gosh, how annoying.
It's one that you just have to like commit to. You're like, all right, the sand's getting in.
Yeah, we're committed.
It's coming. It's black. This place is pretty epic. You're just surrounded by volcanoes and mountains, and you just feel so small inside of here.
After an hour of hiking, which stops to film, of course, we made it through the Sea of Sand to Mount Bromo. And the hike up doesn't seem as intimidating as the one we did earlier today. And it doesn't look like there's like an entrance building or anything. You just go for the hike. I'm super pumped to see what it's like. Seeing from the sunrise was a tease. Coming here, still knowing what's inside. Let's go check it out.
The landscape up here is so epic. It looks so cool. And we made it to the final part, which is climbing stairs. I think they said there's around 200. So up we go, and then we finally are gonna make it to the crater.
I'll cover my eyes so I don't see it. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
That's crazy. Not active, no.
That is awesome.
Whoa.
You can smell the eggs.
That's so crazy.
And we made it to the top in about 25 minutes. The last little stairs got me a little cramp. But this is awesome. This is epic.
Dude, this is so cool. You hear it down there. What's it doing down there?
It sounds like rushing water. Okay, this is pretty cool. to say we're walking on the edge of a volcano is just crazy. Mind blowing. And we're at the part where the barrier stops, and you can see where it says not for visitors, but it looks like there's a pathway along the ridge. Even if it was open, I don't think we could do it.
On both sides, they're just steep drop-offs. Like, you gotta be careful, man.
Yeah, my legs feel pretty tense right now, I'm not even gonna lie.
It's crazy.
But wow, being on the ridge, at least closer to the fence. What a great way to spend the day. We pretty much have it like all to ourselves over here.
No one over here.
There's no one over here.
And it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Crazy.
Wild.
The only unfortunate thing I will say is there's a lot of trash in there, which you never like to see that. Other than that, it's still pretty cool. We went to the other side of the ridge, which was a little more scary, but still got some epic photos. And then we made our way down the stairs back to the Sea of Sand, where Becky attempted a cartwheel. And now we are continuing back to our accommodation to pick up our luggage.
But today has been so epic, from the sunrise to hiking in the crater, and I'm so glad we chose to do this without a guide and by ourselves, because we really got to appreciate where we were and everything around us without being rushed and just really soaking it all in.
But unfortunately, our time here has come to an end. We're being picked up at 4 p.m. to take a 3-hour car ride. We're gonna start our next adventure, which is our first business class in a bullet train, which we're super excited because that doesn't really sound like us. But East Java was great all around, but we're gonna make our way back to town. So hopefully we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.